What's up, guys? What is up? Can you hear me? Is everything good? No, because I don't have my mic. All right. What's up, guys? What is up? Can you hear me? Is everything good? No, because I don't have my mic. I went on a little early because I'm just trying to test a few things. I got the music playing right now, and I cannot hear it for some reason. So that's got me worried about the AMA right now. Give me a few seconds here. Just make sure that I have everything. The dog's acting crazy right now. Okay. Now let's see if this music plays. This music plays. I had to turn it down, guys. It's loud. I had to turn it down, guys. It's loud. I had to turn it down, guys. Okay. Is that better? Is that better? So how's that sound? Does it sound like it's coming through the mic, or does it sound okay? Just doing a little test right before the AMA. Oh, bro, I can't drink right now. Like, so my cheat day tomorrow. My cheat day is tomorrow, so I'm gonna be drinking and eating fried chicken and everything, guys. Like, I'm gonna go ham on it. And I believe, let me check, see how much weight I lost. Well, weigh-in's tomorrow, but right now I went from, so I weighed 248.4, and I weighed, let's see, it's July 26th to August, so 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, like 8 days, right? So I went from 248.4 to 237.4 in 1 week. Now that will slow down, but that's where I'm at. Okay. When the AMA starts, I'll turn the music off. That way we can hear everything. And I know there's going to be some good questions. The question that I'd like to ask, I probably want to ask it, man, because I'm telling you, I am tired, but I might, is I already know that it's up to Immutable X, right? So if you sell a NFT, if you take an NFT off VeVe and you put it onto OpenSeas and resell it, is that 6% fee or 6.5% fee like Marvel is? I believe it's Marvel 6.5. Will that still transfer over from hand to hand to hand? It's all up to Immutable, but that's what I'd like to know. What up, y'all? What up? How long we got? Oh, I got 2 or 3 minutes. So what is this? I don't even know what this is in my loop right now. Let's see what we got here. This is kind of like laid back music. 80s style music. What y'all drinking tonight, guys? Let's go. Check out the cup my wife made me. What, bam? I just got tea in it with no sugar. Yeah. 1,500 calories, baby. So how's y'all's day? Oh, let me show y'all, dude. Let me show you. So my birthday was the July 22nd, right? And my wife got me, like, she outdid me. She outdid me big time. Her birthday is 25th. Look what she got me. Hold on, let me go big for this. I gotta go big for this. Dr. Swatch, bro. Soaps. Check that out. Obi-Wan. Hell, I can't even think right now. Darth Vader, freaking Yoda, Darth Maul, and they smell okay. They okay, but man, she outdid me. Hang on, let me get my dogs out of here. They are, look here. Y'all can't be late on my feet now. I'm telling you. Turbo, come here. Oh, that's Big Turbo. Guys, all y'all want to see Turbo here. That's Big Turbo. Turbo. Turbo, tell him, hey. Old French bulldog there. That joke is bad too, boys. Crap right in the floor this morning. My wife cleaned it up. Let's check on this thing. Where we at? Come on, let's go. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday. I think I'm 28. Yeah, 28. We'll go with that. How about that? So how about that Marvel drop, y'all? Is that not major? And Marvel's trending. VeVe and Marvel is trending everywhere. Even reset it. He actually shared something on Twitter showing that Marvel, everybody's like, Marvel's not sharing nothing about VeVe. And they did. They sharing the crap out of it. It's all over the place right now, guys. All over. What up, Alan? Rick, Andy. See, Walt. I don't even see. We need some better names, guys. Y'all know I can't read that good. Rebel Duck's in here. Dude, I'm not drinking. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I got unsweet. It's not really unsweetened tea. It's called Southern Sweet Tea. So it's made with like Splenda. It's mixed in the pack. So yeah, it's just tea because tomorrow's my cheat day, and I will definitely be drinking tomorrow. I'll liable to get on here half lit or something. What y'all doing? You know. Man, do I need to refresh this thing or something or what? Oh, my bad. I didn't even show y'all the screen. Yeah, still waiting. It's 7:01, huh? Come on, come on. I guess we still waiting, guys. Let me check Twitter and make sure. I ain't got to do something special. Oh, it says. Hold on now. We got to pause this. We on. There's people in the room. So what's going on? Why can't I get on? What's up with this? Stand by. Why can't I get on? Where is it at? Stand by, guys. Mobile? No, I searched it. You should be able to stream it. I'll fix that, though. Give me 1 second. You should be able to get on there, though. Oh, there it is. There it was. Dadgummit. Boom. We in. We are in.
Yeah, if you can request.
Yeah, I'll have them request to speak.
All right, guys.
Okay. Just a little couple ground rules here. We'll cycle through bringing up as many folks as we can, as we have time for. We'll bring you up on stage and just, feel free to raise your hand and we'll do our best to get you on. Just to keep in mind, please just keep it clean and respectful. We have people of all ages and walks of life in the audience today. We just want to make sure everyone has a good time, right? And then just know if you get crazy, you will be booted and we'll likely mute you or block you. So, JBC, just be cool. All right, let's see. We got some folks up on stage. I don't know. Comic Way, Dozer in the house.
Okay, I've invited Dan.
Going on, man.
Hey, Dozer. All right, let's see here. Dan should be up soon. He said he's in. He's in DC. Do you see him?
Yeah, if you can hear this, just accept the co-host invite.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. West Coast Customs in the house. All right. We got Wendy. We got OBL. And just so y'all know, I think, we have a lot of OGs in the house today. So thank you guys very much for joining. I know you all have some burning questions and we'll make sure to try to get to all of them when we can. But I think, while we wait for Dan to get on here, maybe David, let's just kind of take it from the top for the new folk. Given the amount of New Year's as we have, let's just kind of open things up with an intro to the platform. Let's just give a quick 101. What is VeVe? What are digital collectibles? What are we doing here?
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Thanks for having me on the show. I wasn't expecting to be coming on, but managed to find a good hour to enjoy this great moment. It's a huge history in the making for us to launch the first Marvel collectible coming in. And so just to give everyone a quick background, what we've been doing and what we aim to do and our dream in VeVe is that little bit background about myself. I've been in the retail gaming collectible business for the last 25 years. I grown a retail chain store down under here and up in Asia, bringing in product like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Warhammer, what have you got, not in what should be in a gaming or comic store business. 4.5 years ago, myself and Daniel, my co-founder, we came up with how we're going to digitalize assets. And back in the days, it's all about crypto, digital currencies. So we brought out our first product, which is a secure wallet. And, from there on, we thought, hey, let's get into the NFT business. 4.5 years ago, the 101 in NFT, as everyone knows, is that industry didn't really existed. What we wanted, trying to codify is a brand new experience of how a physical retail shop will be representing the toys, from trading cards to art, toys, comic, what have you not, how we bring it to the digital realm. And I see Dan just came on, and basically just taking out what we have in the physical world into the digital realm. But what we wanted to do is to bring something extremely special, and that is to allow users to have utility value rather than just owning an image that you see on a website or on your computer desktop. So we are at a base first platform. Focus a lot on, right now it's available on both iOS as well as Android. We came live pretty much to the public around mid-January. And ever since, we've been introducing every week a new content to the platform, which what I call it a celebration of a drop day, which traditionally is normally a Thursday. And what we do is on that day, we release a cool collectible, VeVe collab with artists or brands to produce these 3D beautiful either artwork or sculptures. And a lot of you, if you're really an OG, you will know the collectible can be augmented. You have a showroom, you can decorate, you can do a whole lot of sharing in that experience, take photos and upload to your other social media and share with other community members. So that gives you a very brief 101. And I'll probably let Dan speak a little bit. I see he just come up there. Hi, Dan.
Hey guys, great to see a lot of familiar faces here, and really excited to be announcing, having a conversation with everyone on this very exciting pre-Marvel drop day.
Right on. So David just kind of gave us a quick VeVe 101. I think it's really great to kind of onboard the new folks that have come through us through Marvel's tweets this morning. Very exciting stuff to see new people on the platform. Really excited about Spider-Man tomorrow. For the people that are curious, maybe in the audience, I've seen some of this chatter on Twitter throughout the course of the day, but can you just kind of quickly explain, like, how do I own something that's digital? Do I own this digital collectible? And, how does that work?
Yeah, so, just to go back a few years, I guess, way back to the, early days of crypto, when blockchain came out, really what blockchain allows a user to do is have ownership over a digital item. And the way it does that is by recording your ownership in the blockchain. And really, just to give a very simple 101, the blockchain is essentially a ledger which cannot be changed by anyone, and therefore it can record any detail that it records is basically locked in place. So if you are recorded as the official owner of a particular digital asset on the blockchain, then the record of your ownership is locked in place, and then you are able to then transfer that ownership or send that ownership to any other user, either through your wallet or through a blockchain or through an app like VeVe.
Awesome. And, we keep on talking about Spider-Man dropping tomorrow at 8 a.m. It's very specific. So that people know, most of our drops sell out fairly quickly. Can you speak to why that is, and why Spider-Man might be a little different?
Yes. So just give the audience a little bit of idea. What we've been trying to do is, since the app came on, around January, we have about 55 users. Now, we're going into the 400 plus 500,000 users now. we kind of have to re-engineer how many quantity we release. As many of the OG collectors will know that everything, sometimes sells out in a microsecond. And a lot of our fans or customers probably out there thinking, how is this possible? How can something be sold out in a second? Well, they do. We probably one of the only few business out there try every possible way to block the bots, to put the captures in, to do anything to slow it down. And the reason why everything sells out is because this whole entire fandom, it's a huge business. I mean, Spider-Man is one of the most classic, superheroes, and Marvel is just such a big property. What we had to do is to ensure that we cater this market, and we come out. I think this drop we got 5 different variants, from commons, the uncommons, the rare, and the ultra rare. But what we have done in this specific drop in this time is we have added in a secret rare. A secret rare generally we release, like, I think about a couple of weeks ago, we had the Comic-Con weekend. We had secret rare was drop secretly with one of our retail partners. What we wanted to do is to really bring it out this time for a lot of our new users to understand that we had 5 tiers of rarities. Especially this weekend, we're going to have thousands, if not tens of thousands, of new users. So we want everyone to understand, hey, there's the 5 rarities to get them to be familiar with. So moving onwards, when we do another secret rare drop coming up, it could be with our retail partners. Specifically today in this drop, we released it so everyone is aware what it is. And I know a lot of the OG collectors are expecting us to have the secret rare normally unannounced and it just drop or appear somewhere. And we're not going to do that with our new fans. We want everyone to have a great experience and not going, well, I had no idea the secret rare was going to be hidden here or hidden there. So, and what we have done also is to increase, as we have seen in our newsletter going out, the commons are normally a lot smaller run, but because it's Spider-Man and we're trying to work out a balance of it. We want to ensure every fans manage to purchase something, and to ensure that everyone can own a first appearance of a Spider-Man. So it's something that we have increased a little bit more. And the whole idea is we don't want to sell it out in a microsecond, because the new incoming fans might just feel that they're never going to get something.
Great, that's helpful. There was also a fair amount of chatter. Maybe you can help us out with this, David, since it came from your Instagram. There was something about a time expired situation on this particular release. Could you elaborate what you meant? Because I don't think anybody else on the team knew.
So in the collectible business, we especially in retail, I mean, everything's controlled release. If everyone understands that, I mean, a Pokemon release or an NBA card, especially with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering, when a trading card is being released, they basically go out on the same time. That's number one. And the app allow us to release everything at the same time globally for everyone. So that's the beauty of it. And the commons and the uncommons, we have minted a little bit more. And I know a lot of our OG fans are used to a much lower run in the commons, but our OG collectors also don't understand that the audience size is much greater. Eventually, we're going to be in the millions. And so the reason why I made the comment on the time expire or time restricted means this product will only have a special shelf life in our app. And why? We want to make everything, this whole app, me and Dan, I got Dan into collecting hugely, and he understands what collecting's all about. Collecting's all about owning something that's unique and you have it and very hard to get. We also understand that this whole thing needs to be practiced in digital world, that we want to make sure that you own something very special, and the time restriction is really telling people, even if it's a common, and we have talked about this in 8 months ago, 9 months ago, in different Ask Me Anything show, that we will delete, we will basically take collectible off the market if it doesn't sell well. Well, not saying it doesn't sell well. If it doesn't sell out, we put a time limit on it. We believe that that's enough time. I think everyone who wants one had a chance getting one. Remaining of them will basically, just take it back. And that's what really the context of my, time restriction in the speech marks all about, is to ensure the integrity in the collectible business, that this thing, you're not going to have something just sit there forever until it sells. We understand the secondary market. We understand what drive people wanting to trade these. We understand, myself as a collector, I normally buy 3 of everything, one for myself for my own collection, one for trading with someone, and one for resale later on down the road to keep my hobby going. So we want to adopt that whole principle in the same way in the digital world, that ensuring that the integrity of the collecting experience is going to be preserved. And that's why this time restricted is coming. We don't want people to think, wow, it's such a huge common being minted. I don't want to buy one. I don't need one. You're going to be crying. You're going to be missing out one if you don't have a common as part of your set. And as you all know, the common is one of the most popular pose of Spider-Man. So, for all you out there who is going to miss out Ultraman, Ultra Rare or Secret Rare, you have a chance to own a first appearance of Spider-Man as a common, and that's pretty good.
That's great. Okay, great. Did follow-up question there, and then I think that's a great segue into getting some of the people up on stage to ask a question. Do you have a time frame on when that time would be expired for the common?
We will be working this, and to be very honest with you, Alex, I believe that the common is actually going to sell out with the amount of interactions I'm seeing. I actually think it will sell out. So lots of you out there, thinking, hey, the common is overdone. It's definitely not. It will be gone. We're hoping this will be sold out within a week or something. And if we achieve earlier, hey, it's a great thing. Definitely the rare onwards and uncommon onwards will have a definitely sell out before the week even ends, or the weekend ends, I hope. But in the event if it doesn't sell out, we will be working with Marvel, and obviously we'll put a time on it, and that will be decided. And we'll give a lot of warnings to our audience to, this is your last chance to purchase one before we just take it off.
All right, super helpful. Thank you so much for that explanation. I think with that, we have a couple of people up on stage that, going back to the rarities and the first appearance designation in particular. I think we had some people up on stage, Granola, Dozer, as well as some others that had some specific questions. I know they're hardcore collectors as well. So maybe Granola, if you want to jump in here, or Dozer, whoever wants to go first with your question on the whole 5-piece first appearance thing.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, I can. Okay.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
go. Sure, Granola?
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
that's fine. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, what's up, everybody? First of all, big thanks to the VeVe team. You guys are amazing, and tomorrow is a dream come true, man. I think I speak for a lot of people in the crowd right now. So with that question, this is the first time you guys are doing 5 first appearances instead of 1. Is that the new norm going forward? Are we ever going to go back to just 1 NFT being in the first appearance? Because in the comic books, they always narrow down the first appearance to 1 comic. Like they have the cameo first appearance, the first full appearance, and there's always that debate, but there's always one that becomes like the true first appearance. So I wanted to know if this is just kind of a test run, or this is how you guys will be doing it going forward, as in the whole set will be a first appearance.
Yeah, thanks for that. We, earlier we touched on about this, this is the first appearance of Marvel and NFT digital collectible, as well as Marvel's first Spider-Man. I just wanted to make sure that our audience understand that The reason why all of them are first appearance is, number one, we want everyone to have a chance to own a first appearance. We know the historical date this particular event is taking place, and number two is it's the same Spider-Man. So we couldn't actually sit there and go, well, which one of the rarities should be the first appearance, because they are all the same Spider-Man. The you know, when we designed the sculpture of this 3D character, they all come from the same design mold. They, unlike the Batmans we have done before, they were all different designs from different artists. And so when we decide which one was the first one that came in, that gets the first appearance because it's the first one that we brought into digital. But in this specific case, just this release, they are the same character. So we decided that they are all the first appearance. So we're not changing the formula. I mean, moving forward, as you understand, we have the first edition and the first appearance. And I just want to make sure everyone understand that the first appearance is always going to be an appearance of a superhero or a character coming into digital. The first edition will be like a Mondo artwork. It's a first edition that it's come in, or you know, related to artworks or edition runs or something, that will always get the first edition. So just answer that, the first appearance on all of them, because they are all the same, and we want everyone to mark this history in the making that they can only all on one of these. And when we bought Batman out, and if I recall then, I think we had like 55 users. So when we bought first appearance of Batman out, it was a very much lower run. But when you think about it, you have 55 users versus, you know, nearly 500,000 downloads now. Yeah, we had to do that.
Got it. Hey, thanks for that, Dave. I mean, that cleared up my question. I'm sure you cleared up the question for a lot of people. And you're a legend, man. You're one of my heroes. Like, it's an honor to, you know, finally talk to you and say hi. So,
yeah.
Thanks for letting me talk, guys.
Thank you.
And you guys keep doing what you're doing. You guys are doing great things in this space.
Thank you.
Thank you, Comic Way. Granola, I think you have a follow-up question here.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you guys so much for having me. I as well am a huge fan, and I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for us. And someday I hope to take a tour of David's over 9,000 collection, over level 9,000 collection, see what you got going on, because I'm a huge fan too.
Thank you.
So first up, my question in regards to the Spider-Man's first 5 appearances. We've learned that prior to today, really, we didn't know this, but apparently Marvel is basically in charge of making most of these decisions regarding their licensed products. With that being said, is it possible that we can see a variant label added to the classifications so it's easier to understand that these are variations of one another or variants of one another, much like the DeLoreans and the Ecto-1 and the Dragon Girl? Much like they do in the comic book and physical collecting world, all of these variations are usually labeled as variants. And it's also to help preserve the value of the first edition and first E classifications.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a name for each of these editions. I think the newsletter that we send out, they do have their move on it. And I guess we will, as our audience know, we do go back and we do update certain collectibles with the new label, new name. If we think we made an error, or our licensor haven't communicated with us well enough, we do update things. And moving forward, I think we have labeled this as a series 1, so we will be expecting more Spider-Man in near future. And it's all our collectors know Spider-Man, they do have different reskin, the costumes, everything. So when that time comes, we'll definitely have different variation and label on it. This specific one is more of a classic. We want to ensure that it's the most generic. Everyone look at it and goes, well, this is the OG of the Spider-Man, how it is. And yeah, definitely with the new variant coming out, there will be different variations, and the description will be coming with it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. And then I have just one more question regarding this. We know that the Marvel Mighties are coming to the app in the coming weeks. However, I hear that these are exclusive to VeVe and not found anywhere else. Will Marvel also allow you to label these as the first VE or VeVe exclusives in the app?
Yeah. To be very honest, I only read that article this morning myself. I originally thought, man, we have a leaker outside me. I just want to make this clear.
No.
I thought we have a leaker in the room, and I read a newsletter, and it was in the Marvel newsweek now. Regards to the Mighty, Dan, I'll let you speak on this one.
Yeah, it is very exciting. The Marvel Mighties are a completely brand new line coming in from Marvel, and we've been working very closely with the Marvel team to bring out these new characters. And Granola, yes, you are correct. These are really exclusive to VeVe. They've been designed specifically for the platform. They won't be available anywhere else, and we'll be looking forward to bringing out a number of series of the Marvel Mighties to celebrate all of the character sets within the Marvel universe. And also, just to touch on the Mighties, that they will also be our very first blind box or mystery box offering.
Yeah.
Through the platform, which is going to be really cool. Anyone in the room here who is a collector is probably very aware that a lot of products out there that you buy in the collectible space, they all come, and I'm talking retail here, physical retail, they all come in the same box, and written on the side it says there's 10 or 12 different collectibles in the series, and you don't know what you're getting until you open the box. And this is basically how it's going to work in the VeVe blind box offering. So really excited to bring that out, and the collectibles themselves, or the Marvel Mighties, will all be a much lower price point, because we know that people are probably going to buy a few of them just to try and get all of the series. So the price points will be a little bit lower to allow allow our users and fans to buy a few to try and collect the whole set.
Wow, awesome. This sounds so exciting. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Granola, for joining. For all of those of you who don't know, we have a Discord server in which Granola is very active, hosts drop day clubhouse chats an hour before drop time. Usually gives some good tips and tricks. So please, say hi to him if you're on our Discord. Thanks, Granola.
Yeah, we go absolutely. Yeah, we go live 2 hours before, and and we play a game before the drop to win a free collectible.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you. If you don't mind making some room on stage for some new folks, I'll talk to you soon. All right, let's see. Who do we got next? It looks like Gutter Swan. Are you on?
Yeah, I'm here. I guess, well, first, let me get some shameless butt kissing out of the way. I just want to say, in general, I've been, my wife and I, we've been involved in different communities and stuff. I just want to say that the level of engagement that you guys have with the community is just really off the charts as far as I'm concerned. And it's gone a long way towards building this, rabid fan base that you guys have created. And I get that, I fully understand that moving forward, that might become harder and harder. But I just wanted to say, how often can, we sit here and have a conversation with, the CEO, the COO of a major company. It's pretty crazy. But I just want to say it's very much appreciated in the community.
Thank you.
Having said that, no, I'm not going to hit you with something hard now, but just generally, obviously, I think that one of the biggest things, other than the 5 first appearances, is the price of these. Now, personally, I get it. I see the value in a $400 secret rare, fully animated Spider-Man first appearance. can see where other people, have some questions about that. But I guess the gist of my question is, in general, how much leverage is that due to the licensor? Is that more you guys? Is it like a wrestling match between the two, or how exactly does that work?
Yeah, so obviously we work very closely with our licensors, and each one of them has their own, desires and outcomes. And I think with the Spider-Man series, this is one of the first character collectibles that we've really had an opportunity to create from the ground up. So the asset itself has been fully customized and fully created for VeVe. And, as a lot of our OGs here know, that the majority of our collectibles, our 3D collectible statues, are mostly static. We have brought out some that are animated, but that's along the lines of, say, the Ghost Trap, for example. So a lot of extra work goes into these assets, especially with the animation. I was speaking to someone the other day and just saying that, whenever you're doing animation, there's a lot of work goes into it, because the human eye very easily detects if it looks a little bit out of place, or, for example, if the elbow or the knee bend doesn't look correct, like if it just bends like a pipe rather than you would expect the knee to bend. So it's actually a little bit of both sides, to answer the question. There's some obviously influence from the licensors, and then from our side as well, the asset itself incurs a much higher cost because of that extra feature and functionality in the animation. Plus, with the secret rare, we have the really cool spiderweb effects, so special effects in there, there's sound effects in there, there's animation. So overall, it's just a more complex and comprehensive asset.
And just adding another note is that the collectibles that we have seen in some of the VeVe stuff that come out, most of them are available as a physical collectible toy. This will be the one of the first few, major IP that we have landed where you can't actually purchase a physical with. They're never going to be a physical piece of this, what you see. So that also added in, as you probably know, a lot of these artists that we work with, a lot of them, we're just really adding a colorway or on the existing toys that they had released, and just ensuring that we balance that what's going on in the physical world. But with the Spider-Man release, is extra special. And we really don't want our audience to feel being put off because the price. We do have a $40 one, which is we stick to our normal common type of pricing, and the secret rare, like Dan have say, and the ultra rare, they are very, very beautiful. I mean, the textures on them, the movement, the sound, it's all been built in. All the bells and whistles is pretty good on this one.
Well, thank you. That definitely answers my question. And like I said, I see the value in it. I'm going to go for it. And if I don't get it, I'm throwing my phone through the wall.
There's always a secondary market.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Got it. All right. Let's see. Who would we have up here next? Maybe a jury? I don't think we can hear you, Jury. Can you try again?
I think you're muted there.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Hi, guys. Greetings to everybody from where I am and to wherever everybody is. Let me just start by seconding really what everyone has said in terms of the praise. I just have a few questions, maybe just one or two. Really excited about the Marvel stuff. Pretty much my entire crypto portfolio is in this project. I believe in it, have from the beginning, and I'll continue to for the next 10 plus years. I just want to ask, when it comes to the issue of the conversion obviously to Immutable and everything like that. When can we expect some more concrete detail on the coin conversion process? That's question number one. And number two, a lot of optimism around kind of the new exchange, obviously OKEx coming on board, and the opportunities around Fiat to Crypto Direct now. But, there are a lot of us just saying, man, what's it going to be if we can get on a Binance, for example? So just wanted to really kind of get into, if there's more in the offing before the end of this year as it relates to new exchanges as well, in addition to the question about coin conversion. Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for the question.
Sorry, Dan. If you
Go for it.
don't mind, would you give just a quick, when you answer this question, just give a quick background into what Immutable is for those people who don't know?
Yes, absolutely. So right now we are migrating from one blockchain to a new one. The new one is called Immutable X. And there's been there's a raft of reasons as to why we're moving over. Number one is Ethereum based, which is one of the largest networks in the crypto or blockchain space. Immutable is really designed and set up to handle and manage NFTs. They've got low gas fees, and obviously Immutable has been rolled out on a number of other different digital collectible marketplaces. So really the whole idea is just to offer a better solution to our fans and users, and especially those in the crypto space and who understand that in a little bit more detail. So in terms of an update on the Immutable migration, it's going very, very well. I believe we're about 90% of the way through the migration itself, and the team has started on some of the early testing, and so far that's going very well. So we anticipate that that testing will continue to happen throughout the remainder of August, and we just want to be very careful with this migration. Obviously, there's we've minted a lot of NFTs. I think it's in excess of 500,000 or 600,000. So we want to make sure that all of these migration processes go very well, and of course, when we do move over to Immutable, you will be able to look up your individual NFT on chain, which is something that we don't offer or don't have in place at the moment. And then in regards to your first question with the gem to fiat, that is also coming along very well. I would say we're probably around 50-60% of the way through that. Again, a lot of the development is in place. It just really coming down to doing a lot of solid testing. And when we are working with these, anything to do with finance or money, there's a lot of compliance that we need to go through as a company as well. So we're just about to enter that phase of sign off with our selected provider. So very much looking forward to rolling out both of these new features. They've been a long time in development, and there's been a lot of work going on behind the scenes. And I can appreciate that there might have been some frustration from the audience that it's taken so long. But I do hope that everyone especially our OGs, do understand that David and I, we always try to deliver. I mean, obviously, August is the new May. If anyone gets the reference from the exchanges, and sometimes out of our control, these things just there's roadblocks that come up or extra things that we have to tackle. So please be sure that behind the scenes, we are in discussions with, a number of other exchanges. As we've mentioned in previous AMAs, we want to have to be on a few more exchanges by the end of the year. And of course, once we have fully migrated over to Immutable and we are Ethereum based, that makes it considerably easier for us to onboard with exchanges as well. So really our first step and our first phase here is to get the Immutable migration completed. And then after that, really the waters open up a lot more.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that explanation. I know we get a lot of questions on both of those topics quite frequently on Twitter. And the jury, thank you so much for the question. Appreciate it. I think let's move on now to Ludwig, who's been waiting for a little bit. Ludwig, are you ready to ask your question?
I am. Thank you so much. And thank you guys all for your time. We really appreciate all this great information you're willing to share with us. I just got hopefully 2 quick questions. First one is, and I don't know if you can tell me this or not, but what has the Spider-Man announcement and subsequent follow-up of the VeVeverse done for VeVe membership? Has it increased significantly as expected? Are the numbers growing rapidly? I ask because I'm assuming that 32,000 common Spider-Mans will maybe represent 10% or so of the current VeVe users, or am I off on that number?
Yeah, that's fairly close. Yeah, so we have seen some very good user growth over the past week, as we anticipated. As David mentioned earlier, Spider-Man is one of the most iconic characters from the Marvel Universe, and with all of the press that Marvel have put out, that Alex and the RNC team have worked on, obviously that's put a lot of exposure both for digital collectibles and Spider-Man and VeVe. So yeah, I think today we had our record number of users come in. So very pleased so far with how that exposure is coming along.
Awesome, thank you. And my follow-up question was with regard to the secret rare Spider-Man. Unless I misread things, it looks like it's releasing at the same time as all the other ones. So how did it garner the secret rare label when it's not really a secret?
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this a bit early on, is that we want all the new users coming on to understand that we have these different categories. So we thought we'd bring them all out 5 at a time this time as a special thing, So our OG users already know that the secret rare normally drops with one of our retail partners, or it could be some other special event. But we really want to let them know that there are the 5 categories from day one, so they don't feel like, oh wow, they missed the the golden jewel of the collectibles. And that's why today, when we particularly with this Marvel and with all these new users onboarding, just telling them, educating them, there's 5 categories. But secret rare does generally come out in different ways as for different celebrations and ways we drop it. But moving onwards, there will be days like this happen again where secret rare will come out as we see a surge of users. We'll want to ensure that we pull everyone aligned and just give everyone the fair chance to able to buy one of these. We call it the crown jewel of the collectibles.
Yeah, just to add to that, there will, as David mentioned, there absolutely will be scenarios where we do want to bring out 5 different characters within a series, and that may include a secret rare. So I know previously that I might have mentioned that the secret rares won't necessarily drop in retail, but we're a company that adapts and changes all the time. So yeah, just expect or anticipate, as David mentioned, that secret rares will be available in a various scenarios. Like, for example, the Lucky Rabbit retail partner drop that we did, and in scenarios like this with these iconic characters from Marvel, you'll more than likely see secret rares again.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And then if I may answer a question again that you'd already answered, sorry about that. I did join a little late. David, one last quick thing. You said you saw record numbers today. Are you able to tell us what that record number is?
We still waiting to verify that number ourselves. Obviously, we get it from our Firebase, our database, but it is very, very positive. So I don't think I'm privileged to share that in public due to the confidential things that we have. Normally, we are very transparent. We think Obviously, just the nature of NFT business and competition, as you know, is all heating up. We want to make sure that we keep some secret sauce to our chest. But it's certainly been very, very good. I mean, we've been publicized in almost every major newspaper publication, even up in Asia and parts of Japan. I saw some overnight, few major one from China. And it's all talked about this NFT with Marvel. So that there's definitely a huge sign up, and we're very, very pleased. We couldn't be more happier.
Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Ludwig, and thank you, David, for that answer. Yeah, we got to keep some things close to the vest, which means it's probably going to be on your Instagram later, right?
Yeah. Well.
All right, let's keep it moving here. I know we don't have too long, but I think Nico's been up on stage for a little bit, wants to ask a question. Nico, you there?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Sure can.
Yeah.
Awesome. How's everyone doing?
Great, thank you.
Awesome. So shout out to the Discord and the VeVe fam and everyone over there. You guys know me as Right on Time. So a few questions for you guys. So I'm not sure if the questions have already been asked or not because I just recently got up. But with the Marvel article that just recently came out, you guys discussed, well, what was discussed in the article anyhow, was the blind boxes, the Captain America, and the comics. With that first question being said, would there be any chance that you guys could kind of go in depth about what the blind boxes are going to be about? And if they will be, like once you receive them, you'll be able to keep them unopened, or will they just open when you get them? And then the secondary question would be, with all the Marvel fans coming on board now, in the short-coming future, would there be an update that helps search for users, such as like if your friends got the app, you can search them up? Because as of right now, it's a little bit difficult with the features that we currently have.
Yes, I totally hear you on the ability to find other users on the platform, and that has been a big request from the community. So we've been scoping out exactly how we will allow users to add friends and follow them within the app. We've got other features on the roadmap, like for example, we be allowing users to do a direct sale to each other. So rather than have to post something in the market, for example, Nico, we could be friends on VeVe, and then I could send you a sale offer, like, hey, buy my Spider-Man secret rare for whatever price it goes for on the secondary market. So yes, we absolutely hear you, VeVe fam, and that is a feature that is hopefully will be rolled out by the end of the year. And then with regards to your first question, when you purchase, they will be essentially opened. So we are at the end of the purchase process. On the purchase success screen, you will see what collectible you have been, what collectible you purchased from the blind box, and then those collectibles will just appear in your collection like any other collectible that you have. That you purchase through the store. So the biggest difference in the blind box is that you'll go to the drop page, which lists all of the collectibles that are in that particular series, and then from that screen you'll basically hit a buy now button, and then you will, based on whatever is available left in inventory, you will randomly be assigned a collectible, and then randomly assigned an edition of that. So I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it does really well. Thank you, guys. I guess like the last small follow-up is, would eventually in the future, would there be a verification like Instagram or Twitter, if there's a celebrity on the platform that has a lot of followers, or if there's a really well-known individual, they usually have the little check. Would that be coming in the far future?
That is also another request from the community as well. So we have scoped that out around the friends, and really the whole friends thing is also has we've been scoping out an extended profile. Right now, the profile within the app is, it's cool, but it's a bit limited. So we'll be looking to add additional features in there. And then one of those is that we're looking into is the verification side of things. That will more than likely be a phase 2 roll out. We just need to internally just work out the best way to do that. Obviously, we need to get some information from the user to understand that they are who they say they are, in a very similar way that these sort of major social platforms do, like Twitter and Instagram.
Well, awesome. Well, that answers everything. Thanks, guys. It was a pleasure being up, and hello, everyone in Discord. Take it easy, guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nico. Thanks for joining. Sparky, up next. What do we got?
Hi, hey pals.
Hello.
Okay, I had 2 questions if possible. So the first question was for David about the expiration and taking out of circulation. Does that mean you can get that you can't get them ever again and they get burned? Or I know you said like about the time frame, but and then also is the Spidey exclusive to that, or is this also pertain to, let's say, Catwoman or like Batgirl as well?
I think you're muted, David.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Thank you for asking those questions. For the Spider-Man, obviously the mint edition is a lot larger, and we're anticipating with larger audience coming in and people who wants to own one. We mint it a lot more. We do believe that it's going to sell out for start, so it's very unlikely with the amount of traffic that we see coming in and the people topping up gems and the market activity, we do believe it will sell out. But in the event if it doesn't sell out, I mean, we have ways that we could look at eventually burning them or taking them off circulation. It's nothing that we're too worried about at this moment. As a company, we believe that we minted the right amount for the market for this specific release. Going back to your other thing about the Catwoman and the Batgirl, we kind of wanted to keep it in there for the fact that we do want to have collectible that people can come and download it and actually still able to buy. We do sell them every day. I mean, sometimes, we might sell 50 unit, 100 unit, and they are designed for new users coming in. So, I mean, that's why we haven't taken them off. We really believe if you go to a toy shop, you wanted to see something. And we're very fortunate that there are 3 items in our menu right now you could purchase and start building your collectible.
Okay, thank you. And then can I ask a second question?
Yeah.
Are you going to work to optimize the appearance of the collectibles on OpenSea when it does get to that point for the ones that can go there? Like, will they be optimized with the collection descriptions to the 3D model, or will it be like a 2D thing, like Terra type of deal? Like, what will they look like, I guess?
Yeah. I mean, we're still working through the migration of collectibles to other platforms, and I've mentioned in a couple of other AMAs that a lot of the time that decision comes down to the licensors. Right now, the collectibles are licensed to be used and sold within VeVe. However, the exciting thing is that this year NFTs have really come to the fore. Everyone knows, basically what an NFT is these days, and that's instilled a lot more confidence in the NFT market and with our licensors. They just have a better understanding of what these products are and how they can work. Now, the actual experience itself of the 3D assets will remain in VeVe. Obviously, our whole platform is set up to cater for these sort of high resolution 3D assets and the augmented reality. So really, and this isn't anything concrete just yet, but when and if those items are able to be transferred to other marketplaces, it will be the primary metadata, the edition runs, all the information about the licensors, and more than likely a 2D image will go with it as well. We do have to be a little bit careful about allowing the 3D assets to be sent around, because there's IP implications and that sort of thing.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I had. I appreciate it.
Thank you for joining, Sparky. Appreciate it. All right, Gamma, what up?
It's Gamma Birds. May the strongest unite in the weakness. Birds, what's going on, Alex? Mr. Dan and Secret Rare Hair David. I've been trying to speak to y'all. How y'all doing?
Oh
Great to
man,
have you on.
Token that.
Great intro.
Secret Rare Hair David. This is more of a statement. First of all, I just wanted to welcome anybody in here in the space that's new to VeVe. We love you. We take you in. I'm not trying to brag, but this is truly, I would put all my money in the bank on it, the best NFT community on the planet. That's just me saying. So if you're here, we welcome you. Glad that you're a part of it. And then lastly, too, I just wanted to say, well, first off, congratulations on the major Spider-Man. I mean, we love to see that. But we already knew there's bigger things coming too. Lastly, I just wanted to say, for anybody that's in the space, if I like to reiterate.
We lost you a little bit there.
Oh,
we lost you
my
there.
bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now
there we go. I got people blowing up my phone. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say, if you don't happen to get the drop or the one that you wanted this go around, do not get discouraged. As part of the collecting game, all these people know the VeVe team is already, trusted collectors, so they know what they're doing. Do not get discouraged. Everybody, strikes out. It is what it is, but have fun. You know what I'm saying? This thing is about collecting, community, and having fun. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm glad I was able to speak to you guys and root on for you guys, and we love y'all. So keep doing what y'all doing, and we're gonna keep rocking it out.
Thanks, Gamification. I want to say I love your videos. They are top
I appreciate you.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, it makes my day when I wake up and I get sent a link. Yeah,
I appreciate you. I that means a lot to me. I really want to make sure that we all of the content creators that we try to do our best to represent VeVe the best way possible. So we truly appreciate that you guys take the time to even look at our stuff, but you don't have to. So thank you for that. I see a lot of OGs in here, a lot of content creators. I love y'all, Omi gang, and I'll let everybody else speak. God bless y'all.
Thank you.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Good blast of positivity there from the Gamiverse. Thank you so much. All right, let's move on to who do we have here? Drip, Mojo Jojo. What you got?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Mojo Jojo from Discord. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
All right, I'd like to thank you guys for letting me up here. I have 2 questions, then I'll be on my way. My first question is, are you guys working on implementing some sort of way to track market activity from the VeVe marketplace?
Yes, we are. That would be part of the web platform that gets rolled out. We are looking to do some extended features, like, for example, floor price, price history, a lot of those things that you would expect to be in there that are, relevant on other sort of NFT platforms. Obviously, the past, since January, it's literally been absolutely full speed and full on. So we anticipated we would like to have these features out before now, but there's obviously we had to spend a good 2 to 3 months back earlier in the year just getting the app far more optimized. So again, thanks to all the OGs who stuck with us through that crazy growth period. So we're always evolving the product and evolving the app with different features, and there's a lot of new stuff coming up for the market as well. Over the weekend, we will be doing some back-end updates to the market. Nothing really front-facing, but really just to make it a lot more optimized, make it a bit easier to use, and so on.
All right, yeah, perfect. And then my second question is, what are some of the perks you guys have planned for master collectors?
You mean Magic the Gathering?
Master collectors, like what are some of the perks
sorry.
you guys have planned for them?
Yeah, for Master Collector, we've got a bunch of things that we want to reward users for as they go up the level. And just to give a little bit of context for those people who don't know what the Master Collector program is, essentially it's a leveling and reward system within the app. that as you collect more, as you participate in the community more, and do things like sell on the marketplace or post on the feed or share your showrooms, you will basically get points that go towards your master collector level. And then with each level, we will give various different rewards for that. So we are coming close to finalizing exactly what that's going to be. So I won't go into too much detail at the moment, because I prefer just to have that out, and we'll get Reese the man to publish one of his amazing articles on exactly what that's going to be. However, we know that it is hotly anticipated, and we have been working with people in the community to, get a gauge of what our fans and users want to see in the Master Collector program, really just to make sure that we're delivering what everyone wants.
All right, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You guys have a good one.
Thank you, Mojo. All right, let's go with Brianna. Brianna, you there? I think you're on mute, Brianna, if you can't hear me. Okay, we'll work on that. We'll move on to Ginger, and we'll come back to Brianna. Ginger, what's up?
Hey guys, nice to be able to talk to you guys. I have two questions. One regarding the countdown towards drops. I've seen several posts where their time is not synced up properly, so they miss out by seconds because the countdown just ends like at a second later, which 1 second is very crucial to the drop, really. I don't know if you guys have any solutions to that for the future drops. And for the second question would be, is there going to be any chances of you guys having in-person drops? Like, let's say now that Marvel's in play, will you guys have exclusive drops in Adventures Campus with QR codes or anything like that?
Yes, so to answer your second question, absolutely. That's one feature that we have scoped out quite a long time ago, that, to make sure that if you're participating in a physical event, let's just say, for example, it was Comic-Con, and you go to a booth, we want to make sure that the people who go to that booth are the only ones who can get those collectibles. So there'll be a couple of ways that we will roll that out. Number one will be like geo-fencing, so you have to be within a particular geo coordinates space to see the buy now button. And the second part of that is when you click buy now, you would need to scan a QR code, as you mentioned, or something similar, just to really prove that you are there in that physical space. Now, the second question, yes, we are very aware that some of the community has had some issues with the countdown timer, and we continue to work on that. It is a little bit tricky to try and get the time syncing as really, down to the millisecond. So yeah, please just bear with us on that. We are still continuing to see what we can do. And we are exploring other options as well. Maybe that the countdown time is not the best way. So yeah, that's an ever evolving thing, but we are very aware of the feedback from the community on that one.
All right, thanks for answering my questions. I think that's all of them.
All right, appreciate you, Ginger. Brianna, let's try again. You there? Okay. Moving on then. Wendy. Hello, Wendy.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Dan. Hey, David. How's everything going?
Hey, Wendy.
Doing well, thanks.
Thank you. I just have a question. Once I asked to Dan if you are going to have like another languages on the app, and he said that the app is made for geolocalization, and because of that, that is my question, that if that feature is going to be like soon. And also, if maybe you are thinking on doing the content for VeVe with another languages, for example, doing a video, but with, for example, Spanish subtitles or another languages. I don't know, just to have wider audience, because most of the Latin community, well, they don't understand a lot of English. So I was wondering if you are doing the geolocalization with the Spanish or something like that soon.
Yes, so I think I did mention in a couple of previous AMAs that the app is set up to handle multi-language. Really right now, as we're a growing company with a lot of features that we need to bring out, that we've committed to for licensors and such, we just need a little bit more time to get that the extra languages into the app. And it also, the other side of it is that we need to really build that into our development pipeline as well. So in every new feature that comes out, if we're adding new language to it, that sort of adds extra time. Whereas at the moment, we do need to get some of these features out quite quickly. So we absolutely want to include the wider community, from Latin America, even China, and all these other countries. VeVe is a worldwide app, so we absolutely have that on our roadmap to look into. I would hope that it would be in place by the end of the year. I can't guarantee that 100% yet. To be honest, we just need to get through Marvel months, and then after that, we can really focus back on some of those feature priorities.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, Wendy. Thank you.
Thank you as always, Wendy. Love having you part of the community.
Thank you.
Let's see, let's move on. Picked solely on name, Blockchain Rick James. What's up? Come on, man. I brought you up here. You got to unmute. No? All right, well, let's move it on then. Well, okay, everybody's old favorite. Let's do this.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yep. Hello. Yes, we can hear you. Go for it. Hello. Blockchain Rick James.
All right. My first question is, I guess my first question is it's if we can get on the transaction record, the receipt, if we can get the mint number as well as the collectible that's sold.
You mean when you go to the gem transaction detail?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Let me make a note of that. We can definitely add that in there. And I believe we have some other updates coming in to the gem transaction history, which will allow you just to almost see at a glance rather than having to click into the detail screen to see what's going on.
Okay, great. Blockchain with James,
and
we're
then
getting a little bit of feedback.
my other question.
Sorry, if you don't mind, we're going to move on because we're getting quite a bit of delay and echo from your side. Sorry, I hope we answered that question, but we got to move on. All right. Hello, Kay. What up?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey,
you guys can hear me, right?
Sure
I'm good. Must be a pretty busy month for everyone. I was talking to Reese earlier about all of the busyness happening in VeVe HQ.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty relaxing, hasn't it, Dave? We've basically been on holiday the past week or two.
Yeah. So I've got 2 questions. So I'll go with the first question first. So earlier you mentioned blind boxes, and I just picked up you mentioned people might want to purchase a couple, and that just kind of surprised me. So that implies to me that they won't be that competitive to purchase if people are able to purchase a couple, because there are a couple of models that I've seen for blind boxes. For example, the NBA Top Shot one where you kind of reserve it. The Binance one was absolute mayhem. You can buy as many as you want and everything's sold out in like 2 seconds, or less than that, actually, no, like 2 milliseconds. So I was just wondering if you could share a little bit more insight into how blind boxes might work on VeVe.
Yeah, so they will work in a very similar way that they work in the physical world, where, I mean, we more than likely will have limits on them as to how many you can buy, but the whole concept around a blind box is that, really you can just keep buying until you get everything you want. I mean, the first maybe 2 tries, you might get 2 commons, and then the 3rd try, you might get an ultra rare, and perhaps you're happy with that, so you don't buy any more. Obviously, there'll be people out there who want to try and collect every character in the series. And so there, you know, the whole thing around blind box is that, you know, you may end up having to buy 10 also in order to get the 5, you know, all 4 or 5 characters that you actually want. So there is a possibility that everything will sell out in seconds. I mean, it all just depends how popular that is. Although I will say that the blind box offerings will be of a higher edition, just mostly for that main reason, is that we want to make sure that people, you know, do have an opportunity to get the full set if that's what they're after. And these ones aren't really designed to sell out in seconds like, you know, we see with the ultra rares and the rares.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, that pretty much answered that question. And I've kind of like forgotten what my question was now.
It's all right. We thank you for asking that. If you think of it, I'll leave you up on stage for a little bit, and we'll just move on and maybe come back to you. All right. Cool. Let's go with Emoji.
Hey, how's it going?
What up?
Going good, thanks.
Good. Good talking to you guys, man. I'm so pumped for tomorrow. Like, the excitement is unreal. I had a question regarding the social aspect. I know that, you know, you guys have talked about as far as just different things coming down in the pipeline just to improve the social aspect. But one thing I was wondering is this something that would be considered? Right now, you know, we can see different highlighted collectibles and things like that if you go to someone's profile. I know in the feed you can post your showroom. Would it be possible, or is this something that you're leaning towards later, to be able to post your showroom in your profile, so that way you can send someone your profile and they can have access to everything? They can tour your showroom, they can see what you have, just to open up the opportunity to share more of like what you're passionate about with others.
Yeah, that's a great observation, Emoji. And as I mentioned before, in the web platform, we will be offering wider functionality in a user's profile. You know, we did have quite a few conversations about it internally as to whether there would be any kind of potential privacy issues if your entire collection was exposed. Like, you know, say for example, if you're lucky enough to have 10 Donnies, for example, you know, maybe that's not something you want to put out in the public, just in case, you know, you want to keep that private. However, as you say, you know, collecting is really a very much a social experience. So we will be allowing users to effectively turn on an option that will make their entire collection visible on their profile, or users can stick with what the current model is, where you get to pick and choose what you want to show. And now that the showrooms are starting to gain a bit more traction, and we're hoping that in the next couple of weeks that the new showroom V2 will be coming out, which I have to say looks extremely awesome and is a massive upgrade on the current one. But let's be honest, that's not looking pretty bad at the moment. Yeah, we will be adding those extra features in just to get that sort of social aspect. And I think the web platform as well is going to be a lot more accessible to people in terms of the information that's sort of shown on there as well.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. When that happens, I'm going to blast my showroom out to everyone. Thanks.
I'll look out for it.
Thank you, man. Okay. All right. Let's do a quick time check and maybe reset the room. We've been on for a little more than an hour. Dan and Dave, how much time do you think you guys have left to give us?
I'm happy. Another half an hour, Dan? Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I can probably do another 15 minutes or so. Apparently there's a big drop happening tomorrow, which should probably get organized.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. All right, cool. Well, we're going to try to move through as many people as we can. So if you could, people, please just limit yourself to one question. That would be much appreciated, so we can get some other folks up here on stage. Again, thank you for your patience if we haven't gotten to you yet, but we'll move right along here. Let's go to Wax Vision next. Wax, what up?
How's it going, guys? Dan, Dave, I appreciate your project. It's amazing. I'm wondering what you guys are going to do with the video editing part of the NFTs. Are you going to add tracking to the NFTs? Are you going to add like a video recording feature in the future? And can you dwell in more of that future of what you guys are going to do?
Yes, we do have a video function already built into our development environment. Unfortunately, it just had to get pushed back a little bit because of the new features that we have coming out, like Blind Box. Obviously, the team's been working very hard on the comic side of things as well. So, and to be honest with you, I do need to dive back in and just see exactly where that feature got to. But I believe that we had the ability to record video, and then I think there was a very basic video editor built into the video feature as well. I'm really personally very excited about it. You know, we do see a lot of people post just screen records or app screen recording videos, so we know that it's something that will really take that sort of social aspect to the next level. So yeah, I'll try and touch base with the team and just see exactly where that is, and on the next AMA I'll try and give a more solid date on when that one might be rolling out.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Amazing product, and I'm glad for Spidey. Everybody, good luck tomorrow.
Thanks, Wax.
Thanks.
Very active in the Discord, so make sure you hit him up. He's good peeps. All right, let's move on. Corinne, am I saying that right? Corinne?
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sure can.
All right, awesome. This is Corinne, aka Corinne from Cali, aka Crypto Queen. I don't really have a question for you guys, but I really just, Dan, David, Rise, like everybody, you guys are just amazing. I actually, sorry, somebody was calling in. I bought Omi before I even bought my first share of Bitcoin. I discovered you guys back in February, and on March 18th, the night before my birthday was March 19th, the day that it launched on Uniswap. I literally pulled an all-nighter, taught myself how to purchase it, go there. I was up all night watching YouTube videos because I was just determined to be able to figure out a way to get my first digital wallet and be able to buy my first digital currency. And you guys were that. And through that, like, your marketing and everything is amazing. I was never a collector of, you know, really much of anything, especially in the comic world before VeVe. And now, happily to say, I have 85 collectibles and almost 10 full sets. So you could say that I've gotten
wow,
pretty, yeah. And for being someone, like I said, that never even really was interested in walking into a comic book shop or, you know, purchasing my, you know, a comic of any kind up until now. To say that I hold that type of a collection, and you were able to reach somebody as myself with the marketing and just being the team that you are. You guys are absolutely amazing. So I just kind of wanted to give it back to you, and you've inspired me to now start my own YouTube channel because I am just determined to interview you guys as one of the first females to ever interview VeVe, Comey. And so with that being said, that's pretty much it. I have my 7-year-old daughter here with me who is a fan as well, and she just wanted to say something really quick, and then we'll go ahead and end it there. What are you excited for?
I'm excited for the LOL and the LOL things, and I really like the, what is it called?
Superwoman picture we took with you?
No.
The bolts.
Not the,
I don't know.
the unicorn things.
Oh, the mermicorns.
Nice. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Corinne.
so
Really
much.
love your
Thank
support. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, if that wasn't the most adorable thing I've ever heard. Thank you, Corinne. Really appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, guys.
Right on. All right, let's see here. Let's move on. Traps coming up. Traps Wellington, what is the dilly?
How's it going, everybody? Long time listener, first time speaker.
Oh, welcome in.
Glad to finally talk to everybody. Just was thinking about. I'm currently talking from the trap house, so there might be a little echo. So was thinking about Kozik, and he mentioned having some labbits with a projector coming out of the nether area, and possibly displaying things like videos. And so it got me thinking of different ways we can use them. And I was wondering, are you guys open to things like labbit breeding, or where we have those artists that have a bit more freedom, and being able to, if you own 2 different types of labbits, you could possibly get one that Kozik has made itself, and other things like I have my full Unicorno and Mermicorno sets. I would like to race those guys. I want to race them around a track or a swimming pool. So are any of those in your guys' minds, or have I just planted a seed, hopefully?
Yeah, I mean, the gamification side of things has always been part of what we want to be. And as you probably know, that gaming assets to us is quite important. So we're hoping, some of the online game asset eventually will be able to be transferred out to VeVe. People can buy, swap, share, and then plug it back in. And yeah, going back to what you mentioned about, can we gamify? I mean, like Tomaguchi or things like that. We're definitely looking into every aspect, and our fan probably know we're trying to map out and work on these metaverse of VeVe first. So there's definitely a lot happening, and we are exploring, but we just want to make sure that we put the expectation to our audience, to extent that we do need a little bit more time to have all that rolling out. But we're definitely not saying no.
Yeah, and I think there's a few things that the community really wants in place first that we're focusing on, like the migration to Immutable and such. And just thinking that, if we have breedable rabbits, then VeVe will literally be taken over by rabbits. And I'm pretty sure we've got enough rabbits in there at the moment.
Well, some of them have knives, so they're probably off each other.
That is true.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, thanks, Travis.
And I'm even okay with like a flash game for my Unicornos. So no high expectations, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Travis.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate that.
All right. Let's see. OBL, what it do, boo boo?
Hey guys, what's the crack? Can you hear me?
Sure can. How are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
We're doing well, thank you.
Very, very relaxed, very excited, a little bit nervous.
Yeah, pumped. I'm a bit nervous. My hands are sweating right now, so I feel you. But hi, yes, thank you so much for doing this. I just wanted to come up and second what Gamma said about welcoming the community, because I know we have a lot of new faces here. Hi everyone. And I know that we have a lot of people here for the Marvel drop, and it's flipping major. It's going to be insane. But if you haven't been on the VeVe app, on the VeVe app, there's also a lot of contemporary art pieces as well. I know we've sort of talked about the labbits and stuff, and it's just I think that's a super amazing and an amazing part of what you guys have provided for us. But yes, I was just going to ask for Dan and Dave. I know we've seen David's unbelievable collection on Instagram. I just watch it, and I'm just like, when you're walking through your museum, it's just mind blowing, dude. It really is. It's beautiful, and to see the things that you've collated over time. So I was just interested in when you started collecting art pieces. I know you guys have been in the comic scene for a long time, but and Dan as well, I've seen your bear bricks behind you in your interviews as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So when did you guys get into collecting art as well? So thank you so much.
Thank you. I got into collecting around probably I started collecting in a very, very young age, from stamps and from telephone cards. So I always have a this thing about collecting. So when Dan say I'm level 9,000, he doesn't really mean I just collect artwork, or I collect pots, you know, German pots, German steins. I have vases. I have
Oh wow!
artwork. I don't just collect art toys. I mean, my collection goes very, very deep. I mean, in level 9,000, like Ben said. And art collecting really started around what I think 99, 2000, and I really got into it. You know, similar what a lot of our fans are getting into VeVe quite quickly around, you know, pre 2000. And pop art really just fascinated with me. I think it was the color, and another thing was all the messages that, you know, these artists put on it. And then I went through a phase where I loved rock concert posters, and that's how I know like Ron English,
Oh,
Frank
amazing!
Kozak, Jamal Rogers is another, you know, great rock concert poster artist. And you know, and having my retail shop, I opened up since I think Vagabond was around since 96, 97. And I just tried to keep a bit of everything that I sell through the shop or what it doesn't sell, and I just piled it up. And you know what you see in the gallery in my storage room, really it's just been over 25 year of beautiful junk that put together. It's really my treasure. But some people walk in, they either amazed and they just go, "Well, you got issues," you know. So,
oh, do you think? Well, I can say that that's the best, most pristine collection I've ever seen. Like honestly, it looks like you could pay admission to walk around that flipping place like it's a museum.
Yeah.
Come on.
So let me ask you, what's your VeVe collection like? I mean, I've always really liked to understand, and what you most anticipated to get this weekend if you're into the Spider-Man.
For me, I
Yeah.
think what my kind of focus is sort of leaning more towards the art side.
Yes.
But you know, I kind of can't resist. I have some gems. I'm trying to save them for my art pieces, but Spidey just looks so epic. I think I might have to sacrifice at least 40 gems to get a common Spidey for sure.
Yeah.
Just to have
Yeah.
as well. But I think I'm gonna try and resist temptation and save for what art is coming in the future, I think.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great art pieces coming up. After this month in August, we got another lineup of artists that we'll be announcing. So do
Oh,
stay
amazing.
on. There are some really, really cool, quirky artists. You'll love it. There are some really
I'm
amazing.
excited,
Yeah.
and just from your I did a little bit of detective work in your video. I saw a couple of artists that haven't sort of, just ones that you're kind of interested in yourself, and there's
Yes.
some that are, they have really fantastic work, and if that was ever to come in the future, that would be super exciting.
Yeah. Thank
But
you.
yeah.
I mean, my dream is to bring. Dan also mentioned it. We really building the app in a way with a bit of the taste what I like in that. So a lot of the artists will be coming on will be things I love. I mean, it's the best way to work, right? Is building a
Absolutely.
business that you're
Absolutely.
passionate. Yeah. But thank you
And
for sharing that with us.
oh, thank you guys. Dan, what about yourself? Have you been collecting art for a long time, or is that a recent sort of venture?
I haven't been collecting art for that many years. Obviously, David and I have known each other, I think we've mentioned previously, around 20 or 25 years. And I've always gone into his store and, purchased a lot of the products in there. I mean, for me, I mean, I love sci-fi. I'm definitely a geek, definitely a nerd. For a lot of my life, I did travel, so I had a lot of remote. All my previous businesses were all remote, so I spent a lot of years traveling. And the main issue with that is that obviously I can't carry around a warehouse full of collectibles like David. But really since starting on this collectible journey, my physical collection has grown dramatically. David often, well, really, the truth is, whatever David recommends I buy, I normally go ahead and buy it straight away. But for me, I've got a couple of favorite artists like Sorayama, the Japanese artist who's been around for a very long time. The bear bricks that you see in some of my videos are a collab with Medicom, Soyorama, and X-Large.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I've got a couple of his limited edition prints of his as well. So yeah, I mean, I really love
Incredible,
it. But in saying that, I actually very much love the digital world. So for me, my collection in VeVe really is my sort of pride and joy at the moment.
Oh, fantastic! That's amazing. But thank you guys so much, and hi to Noah and Alex. Thank you guys. Yeah, this is just amazing that you guys continue to do this for the community, and anyone that's new here, yeah, this is just kind of a regular occurrence for all of us, but this is going to be something that you guys can experience now with all of us. So thank you guys. I'll step back. Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, OBL. And I'm actually going to pretend you asked me the same question. In fact, I'm missing the
Apologies. Apologies, dude.
All good.
I'll extend the question, and I'll step back.
I was going to say I'm actually missing the opening reception tonight for Gallery 1988's Crazy for Cult show that they do yearly. Yeah,
Alex, you got a Gallery 1988.
Yeah, I love it. And I have a lot of pieces from there. I have a Luke Chu. I got a Jermaine Rogers from there. I have a Tim Biscup.
Dude. Well, I apologize.
And I have like almost a I guess a small shrine of sorts to pieces from about Pee-wee's Big Adventures. So I'm a big Pee-wee fan. So that's a bulk of my art collection at this point.
It's definitely one of the place that I always take Dan to every time we stop by at Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite places to be, getting some of those artwork print in one-offs.
Yeah,
for amazing. Sure. What's it called again? Can we check it out online, or is it like?
They do have an online store.
Awesome.
Yep. Gallery 1988.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, I think we got time for just a little more here. Let's go with OMW. Attic, what up?
What's going on, Alex? Thanks for having me on the stage.
Of course.
Hey, David. Hey, Dan. What's up, Noah? You guys have been killing me.
Thank you.
I content recently. So my big question is, I know that Loki just ended on Disney Plus, and I just wanted to know how big do you guys see you guys being with the Marvel Nation? I know the What If series is releasing and it is animated, so I wasn't sure if we might possibly see a VeVe verse in this metaverse. Whoever has not finished Loki, sorry, spoilers, but the way it ended, the possibilities are endless. So
yeah, I mean, number one, I loved the Loki series, and I'm super pumped for What If. It looks amazing. We won't disclose exactly what is coming up because that would spoil the surprise. But we can absolutely say that we do have a very big line of Marvel content coming up of all your favorite characters. So really just, watch this space. We're going to be dropping a few more pieces throughout August. And really we want to be celebrating all of the iconic characters from the Marvel universe over the next couple of years.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I think that was a great answer. I know you guys have 7,000 characters around there or something. Great work, guys. Really do appreciate it. Best of luck, everyone. Tomorrow's going to be bananas. And Ambassador Program beta testers out here. Whenever you guys want to roll that out, we're here for you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Right on. All right. Thanks, Addict. Let's go. Oh, and for anybody who came on late and is not aware, all month is Marvel month here at VeVe. We'll be dropping Marvel stuff all month, so hold on to your butts and whatnot. Donkey, what you got?
Hey everyone, how's it going? Donkey Gooch here. Just wanted to check in. Quick question about the CE drops, the con exclusives. Is there any way for something to be a con exclusive and a first appearance or first edition? And if so, would you represent both within the app or just whichever one's most significant?
Oh, that's a good question. That is a very good question. We do
Yeah,
need
right
to
now-
think about, yeah.
Yeah, right now within the product, we just have one classification for each of the collectibles. Dave and I have discussed, whether it is worthwhile adding, like a first appearance and a con exclusive. But for the time being, we've decided to stick with a single classification, mostly because that's really how it works in the physical world. And you could end up getting a little bit overloaded. We might end up having something with 3 different classifications, where really I think the value is keeping it very simple. Like, this is a con exclusive, this is a first appearance, this is a first edition.
Right on, I appreciate that. And then I know you said keep it to one question, but I know you guys got to go, so I wanted to end it with a fun one, hopefully. But it's a when question, Dan. It's a when more stories about you and David at the airport travels because David bought too much stuff.
Oh, well, I'm trying to forget them, to be honest, because they're a little bit embarrassing.
They are.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I mean,
Dad.
since COVID hit, we haven't really had an opportunity to get embarrassed like that. But as the borders start to open again, I'm sure there will be many more to come. And hey, maybe I'll whip out the camera and we can give the audience a glimpse of David's obsession.
That's great. I appreciate it, guys. Just wanted to jump on and kind of echo what everyone else has already said. And definitely for new users, I mean, this team is great, top notch. I know it's hard. I can't imagine answering the same question every day, sometimes every hour. You guys are saints. Shout out to Reese. I've seen him put up with so much. And then it's really a great community, and it's fun. It's fun to see it all come together. I really appreciate it. And most other projects don't have this sort of consistent communication. Here you guys are on Twitter, Clubhouse, Discord, etc. So it's much appreciated from all the OGs, and I guarantee you all the new users.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
That's great.
Thanks, Tom. All right. When Netflix series? Are we still working on that? No? Anybody?
In the background.
All right, let's go. Asian Dan.
Hello, guys. I just had a question about the Marvel licensor fee. So the question is basically, what happens to that 6% fee as it applies to the OMI token? Is it burnt? And do you also foresee other big licenses also imposing kind of their own fee as well?
Yeah, so to answer your first question, we will be burning whatever is taken from the secondary market. And, really we're right at the forefront of this new digital space when it comes to licensing. And I think as it evolves, one of the advantages to licensors is that they do have an opportunity to participate in the perpetual sale of a collectible, of a digital collectible or a digital item. So I personally believe that we will start to see more and more of that. And, that's where there's companies like Immutable X who are building platforms that really have this built in. And it's not necessarily just, related to us or to licensors. It would also extend to, for example, artists that might bring out a one-of-one. And then, every time that changes hands, they get a very small percentage of that sale. So it's still a very new thing right now. Most licensors or artists, they really get the first sale and that's it. But I do personally believe that we are going to see that landscape change over the next coming years.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. All right, let's see who. Kieran was up next, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Dan. Hi, David. How are you guys?
Hey, Kieran.
We're doing well, thank you.
Yeah, I just have one question. So, what happens to the older NFTs during the migration? Like, will they get reminted in the Ethereum blockchain, or will you guys be also introducing something like a serial number, like in NBA Top Shot?
Yes, so we will be. I mean, obviously the NFTs are already minted. They will need to go through a token swap of sorts as we move them from the the Go 721 to the ERC 721. So all of that will happen in the background. So from a user's perspective, or people using the app, there won't really be any difference. But as mentioned a little bit earlier in the AMA, the whole reason for this is that it gives us extended reach and extended functionality when it comes to the NFT. I know a lot of people want to have the ability to look up the address and see the NFT on chain. So like I say, not much will be different on the front end, but we'll definitely be doing a migration in the back end.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Kieran. Let's go Top Bank.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys for just your persistence in the past few years building this company up. That being said, back when you guys built the tokenomics, it was on the Go chain. So with the move to Immutable, will there be any changes to like the OMI token and the tokenomics and everything like that?
No, really, the everything is going to remain as it is for the time being. The migration is quite a big move. I mean, normally it's quite straightforward and quite simple to do a token swap or to migrate to a different chain. But because it's so heavily integrated into the app and into the product and into the tokenomics, we really don't want to be introducing too much more complexity during the migration. But as just mentioned, once we have migrated over to Immutable, it does open up a lot more features and functionality that we would love to start focusing on.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, because I think, yeah, it's a lot of work with just the NFT side and things like that. But I remember back then someone said like after that's more like kind of like a well-oiled machine, then you guys will start doing more of the marketing for like the token and things like that.
Yeah, that's right. And I think just to point out to the community, I mean, it's been an absolutely wild ride since January, February this year. And now that obviously we've been building the team out and expanding our resources and capability within, and once we get through this Marvel months and through the Immutable migration, hopefully we'll start to see a lot of cool new features roll out.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Top. All right, let's move on to EMZ. MZ?
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm from the
Sorry
UK.
about
Absolute basic at this. I'm brand new. I've got a few, I'll try to keep it basic. So these NFTs, how do you see them in 10 years? Are they still going to be as credible? I'm old school. I'm quite old to this game, if you like. Everybody else, I noticed that are really a lot younger than I am. So I'm trying to get my head around the value of this collectible. I come from a family of collecting stamps, buses, trains, cars, little toy cars, things like that. So how is this NFT going to be on that same scale when it's a digital format?
Yeah, I mean, so I totally understand from the physical. I mean, I'm a huge, from stamp collecting to phone cards to artwork, so I understand where that all came from. We really believe that VeVe is not here to, do a major disruption as such, like take away other collectible and physical world. We really believe that we're just offering a new medium, a new way for this new audience to able to start a collection very easily. Obviously during the COVID period, it's been the uptake has been much more because people not going out as much, shopping, etc. And we also think it's not just really about the collecting aspect, it's about the opportunity. You're seeing a lot of new artists emerging, and they now can discover a way how to monetize or digitalize their content and market to the world themselves. And we'll see more and more as these type of technology and the people embrace them. And I think we really should. It gives a lot of these even traditional artists that some of them are coming on to VeVe opportunity to reach new audience.
But I'm just finding there, just to display it through an app to showcase your collectibles, is it going to be like a bigger scale, being able to like show these more? Because if you've got your collection, it's in a physical way. Having an app's not always so viable.
Yeah. So the displaying, obviously the AR is a key component, and having that showroom that you can create in another dimension is a big thing. And what we are also looking at is how we can help people physically display these. We are in talks with manufacturer in the hardware, from display screens, TV manufacturers. And we really embrace that the AR glasses and VR glasses is going to be a major part in our world as we progress. You want to put on your AR glasses or VR glass. Apart from what you want to see, your email, your messages, you want to see beautiful artwork surrounding your home where you place them. So in collectability in 10 years, I think the uptake will be even bigger. I mean, we have seen in such a short space of time, the uptake globally, and the media been talking about it is incredible. And I think, a couple of days ago, I read a report that some of these crypto punks are just getting record-breaking, aftermarket
Well,
resale.
to be honest, I was never a collector, and I've actually I've bought 2 of VeVe, so I'm already like kind of interested, and I don't even know why. It's just drawing me in as it is. So you've just kind of confirming my thoughts and what I thought it's about. So yeah, I've got my gems ready for tomorrow. I'm hoping that I can get one of these. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me, so I'll be sitting waiting tomorrow.
And it's really good to see, you've been part of it, and coming from a family of very physical collecting, and now you starting, to dip your toes into this water.
Well, I have to. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and I believe she could be the next creator, making some NFTs with her art skills already. So I'm trying to learn that so I can encourage her to do that, because she's got such a good skill, and she needs to put it into NFT while it's fresh.
And that's part of why this whole open society has happened. I mean, before, as an artist, it's very hard to get a gallery to represent you, but now everyone is representing themselves and delivering it through this digital era. So I'm really, really glad that this, our app is going to probably allow you to take her forefront, and she could be one of the youngest digital
Well, that's my
NFT
plan.
artists.
I'm trying to support. I'm at the older end. I'm 37, and I think there's less of my age group that are understanding this new change. Whereas my daughter's keen and understanding it, and I've got my brothers in the middle. So I've noticed it's a generation change, isn't it? Really, it's a generation shift, changing your mindset to accepting the digital way. So if you're too old school, you won't. I'm noticing that. But we live for longer, we're younger for longer. That's my motto. So I need to be learning and understanding from now.
I'm really happy to hear this from you, and for you to take the opportunity. And can I ask you, so tomorrow, what you're hoping to get? One of the collectible,
here in the UK, it's summer holiday, so my budget is quite tight, but I'm hoping to get a rare and an uncommon.
Fantastic.
That's my goal. I'll put my gems in. Definitely.
Fantastic. Well, good
luck.
I'll
never be worth something anyway, won't they, regardless.
Thank you, Ems. Appreciate you. Appreciate the questions.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having my time. Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Over the time,
Yeah, Alex, you mind if I just touch on one thing to do with the gems? Just to make it, the audience very aware that you don't necessarily have to load up on gems before the drop. Like you can purchase the gems on the spot when you do get a collectible reservation. So, if you are worried about having, missing out on the drop, just given how much demand there is for some of these, and having your gems, or really having your money held within the app, you don't necessarily have to buy your gems in advance. You can buy them at the time. So, yeah, just something I wanted to. I'm not sure if
that's a very useful tip.
Yeah,
I might actually end up buying an ultra there.
Well, yeah, there you go. If you manage to get that secret rare, you might be tempted.
Yeah. That's great too. Thank you.
All right. I know we've kind of gone over time and what you guys had said you needed to tune out. Do we want to wrap that here, or do you got time for one more?
Yeah, we do one more.
Okay, should we get Crypto Kaki up here? I know
Exactly.
He's a long-term
he's
fan.
been in the exactly. So Crypto, what up?
What's going on, Alex? I won't make the same mistake that Orange Bag Lady did by not acknowledging the date. So, what it do, boo boo? I do have a question for David on the drops with the comics. He was saying that they're going to be implementing the special a certain amount on a cover.
Yeah.
For an alternate. So I was curious on how you would go about doing that. Let's say that there's an ultra rare that has 1,000 mints in it, and it has, let's say, 200 of those are the secret cover. Will that 1,000 then drop to 800, and then there be 200 secret rares at that point, or how would that go about?
Yeah, so the way the comics work are very similar to a blind box. So, for example, with some of the Marvel comics that we have coming in the future, they will actually, you will basically buy the comic as you see it in the store. But before you purchase it, you'll be able to see that there are 5 different cover variants for that particular comic. As you know, anyone out there who's into comics, they probably know that you can get variant covers for particular issues that come out. And we think that's such a big thing in the comic world that we very much wanted to bring that into the digital comic experience as well. So the way it'll work, very similar to Blind Box. You'll go to the comic screen, you'll click on the Buy Now button, and then you will have a 1 in X chance of getting a common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, secret rare cover variant. And the specific edition numbers, or the count of the editions for each of those rarities, will be disclosed on the comic description. So you'll know that you'll have a 1 in X chance of potentially securing one of these other rarities.
Okay, awesome. I did want to just mention, David, man, as the community, I feel like I speak for a lot of us when I say this. I hope they never censor your Instagram or your outlet. Your childlike excitement for this community and for your project is contagious energy for us, and it makes it real easy for us to get behind this project 100%, because when we look at you and David and everybody, Alex and Noah, and y'all excitement behind this project, it lets us know that it's community and collecting first, and then monetary on the back end. So we appreciate that, man. Keep tweeting, keep dropping these gems and trolling and all of that, man. We're here for all of that. We love every bit of it, for sure.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we definitely click this first. The monetization, myself and Dan, we actually need to think about it. We always about what type of collectible we want to bring out, what's on this month. I mean, every month is really like a production. We come up with great ideas. And I think you guys would know that the Givenchy we did for Louis Vuitton that month, that money we earn that went out as a full donation, 100% of them. So, you know, not every job is all about the monetize, but we do need to keep the team growing, building, pay the bills. But definitely, you know, we're very passionate, and thank you for your support. And yeah, we're loving it. We are enjoying it. It's a lot of work though.
For sure. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, Alex, for bringing me up, bro.
Of course. All right. Sorry. We have one more person on stage. Let's just knock that out, and then we'll wrap it there. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Poly Guy.
Hi. First, I want to start with thanking you all for such a great project. I really appreciate it, and everyone that I also told about VeVe. My question is about the OMI token, and as we transition into the Ethereum blockchain, if you have your token stored on like a private wallet or on a ledger device, is there anything in particular that we need to do on our end, or does it just go all about in the background?
Yes, great question. We will be providing a lot of communication to the community about exactly what needs to happen during the transition or during the migration. Anyone who holds OMI token right now, we did think about doing an automatic swap from the current token to the new token, but there are some inherent problems that can come up around that. So the pathway that we decided was the safest and the best for the audience is that we will have a token swap website platform, very similar to what we have for the WOMI now. And you'll be able to connect that to, say, for example, MetaMask, and send in the existing OMI token, and then that will then be go through a token swap process to the new token. And then once you have that new token, you can then send it out to wherever you want to store it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That answers my question.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dan and Dave. I really appreciate the time here today, and thank you everybody for joining. We do these frequently, as you probably know, VeVe fam. So if you didn't get up on stage today, apologies, but we'll get to you next time. Of course, there's always Discord and Twitter, etc. On behalf of the team, Noah, David, and Dan, I'd like to say thank you and good luck, everybody, with Spider-Man tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. PT. So, be there.
Yeah, good luck to everyone. It is going to be amazing just to own one of these historical, icon in digital. So, yeah, if you do miss out, please do not worry. There will be other Marvel collectibles that be coming out during this month. So, yeah, stay tuned.
Thanks very much, everyone. Really, really appreciate everyone's support, and so great to see so many people on here. And yeah, as Alex said, sorry if we didn't get to your question, but yeah, we'll absolutely be doing this again. So line up for next time.
Hashtag Marvel X VeVe. Marvel Month. We out.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Good luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
There you go, guys. The AMA on Twitter. There was some pretty good questions asked in there. Not a whole lot, but there is some. So I'm gonna sit back tomorrow maybe and dice and I can't even talk right now. I'm so tired. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna go through all the questions and make a video about it, guys. And I appreciate all y'all coming tonight, but I'm hungry as hell and I'm going to eat. So peace out, guys.